Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'll be giving you guys a tutorial on how to convert coordinates into scoreboards. As you can see right here, my coordinates do match my action bar. This is fully using commands in Minecraft Bedrock. So first up, what you can do is type /scoreboard objectives, add x dummy, then next up you gotta add a y dummy, and then a z dummy, and you're good to go. And as you can see right here, we have 3 towers for each coordinate, x, y, and z, as well as here we have the display, which is kind of just, you don't really need it, but you can see it on the action bar. So first up here, this resets the x value, and why this is important is if you don't have something to reset it, it's going to continue to spam and update the x coordinate, which is basically just going to make it count to 1 quintillion, so you should probably reset it to 0. So that's why you have this in the beginning right here. Next up here, this is for when you walk in the minus direction. So if you were to, for example, turn these ones off right now, if I were to walk past 0, right now we're on 0x, right? If I walk 1 forward, it's going to turn into minus 4096. That is for the minus values to be displayed properly. So if I go over here now, as you can see, it works perfect. So as you can see, just copy this and you're pretty much good to go. And now for the binary, and just keep in mind, binary is very important in these creations, so you should probably watch my video linked in the description about how to use binary in Minecraft with commands. But as you can see right here, this is just testing for if you're 2048 blocks out, and it will give you the score 2048. And this, if you're pretty smart, you might have already realized this is going to actually give it a cap on how far it will actually know that you're like alive, or what do you want to call it. But as you can see right here, if we go to 4096, after that it's not actually going to count any coordinates any longer, as you can see right there. But there's an easy fix. You just have to make the command block tower even longer. It's the exact same system as I've been showing you so far. It's the exact same, but you just got to make it go further. So for example, this one right here, instead of being minus 40,000 or 4096, it's minus 8192 or something. Yeah, so basically it's binary, so you count in base 2. And I was on this one, right? I think. And I was on the next one. All right. So this is the next one right here. The same thing here. If you're positioned 2048 and 1024. So as you can see here, you can see quite a nice pattern. Basically, it's going to count down in binary. So first it was at 2048 positioned. And then next up is 2048 and 1024, and 1024 is half of 2048. And as you guys might guess, the next up number is going to be 512. So if you move to the next one right here, as you can see, you have all the previous ones as well as 512. And basically it's just going to repeat this pattern all the way to the top. So I'm just going to go through this pretty quickly. But with these coordinate systems like this, there are a lot of methods to actually do this. You have this method, you can use radius, you can use dx, dy, and dz. It's also something that you just count if you're walking in the general direction, which isn't as accurate, but what most of them do have in common is that they use binary to scan for the player or the entity. But yeah, this is a pretty cool system, and you can also make this system actually display decimals, which is extremely easy actually. But for this video, I kept it simple and just made it do full numbers or whole numbers instead of actually representing decimals as well. And then for the last one, basically goes all the way until it reaches 1, as you can see right here. And now, as you guys might have expected, the y and z are pretty much the same, but with a slight difference. So of course, reset the scoreboard. And as you can see here, the difference here is it says align y instead of align x, as well as the facing is in minus 0.5 in the y coordinate instead of the x coordinate. That's basically pretty much all the difference, and as well as at the scoreboard, you see y equals to squiggly line 1. That's all the differences basically between x and y, as well as x and z, you know? So let's just go through those pretty quickly because I already kind of explained it. So I'm just gonna, you guys can pause the video, type this in. It's basically the exact same as x, but just like moving the coordinates over to y. So yeah, pretty simple. Boom. And this one. And this one. And this goes all the way down until it reaches 1. It's basically just binary, base counting 2. And now for the final one, which is Z, same system here, but only that it's on the Z direction instead of the X or Y direction. Boom. This one. This one. And this one. But yeah, whilst you guys are here, why don't you guys join my Discord, link in the description. You can ask questions, ask for help, or recommend my next video, as well as it will massively help me if you guys support me by subscribing and liking this video. And yeah, it's just 4, 2, 1, boom, and now you're basically done with the whole system. And if you want the display, as you can see I have on my screen right now, you can just go into this, and as you can see right here, I'm going to click on it so you can see all the colors I'm using. And this is basically all you got to do to actually make a display on the action bar. But now I'm pretty much done for this tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
My apologies. Are you into astrology? Cause I'm trying to make it to Uranus.